back to Etsa Park in South Australia. Knees of Fury 23. Michael Chevello, Mark the Hammer Castananias. Zimola Jason Scerri makes his way to centre ring, trained by one of our favourite guys, Jason Lappin from the Jabat Gym in Sydney Town.
Leppo, Waller.
And listen to that ovation! Kim Johnson, trained by Alan Wong, Flinders Uni Muay Thai, makes his way to centre ring. Hammer, if you talk about one fighter in South Australia who big things are mooted for, then you're talking about KJ Kim Johnson.
Well, it's a very polite, very quiet young guy, but just in centre ring, he can do the business.
Fighting reach going the way of Kim Johnson. They stare down. And look at Lawler. He could beat the Sun in a staring contest. Semi-main event still to come here tonight. Andre the Giant Mounier takes on Charles the Heat August, as Jason Lappin removes the Moncol from the head of Jason Scerri. Across the ring, Alan Wong gives the final blessing to Kim Johnson. All part of the tradition and superstitions that make Muay Thai such a unique fight spectacle and martial art. Here we go. First round of action. Scerri in the Maltese colours, red and white. Blue gloves and almost all red trunks to Kim Johnson.
Well, Jason Scerri, if you're in for any workout, you go to Workout World in Penrith. That's Scerri. You'll find Jason Scerri down there most days, working hard at it. Workout World in Penrith.
Good front kick from Johnson. Right hand from the mauler. Jason Scerri flies into the sternum, tips the left hand to the liver, straight right cross up the centre corridor. It is Scerri with the hands early on. Crossing elbow, looking to crack the orbital bone there was Kim Johnson. Overhand right from Scerri, just powers him back. Johnson slings to the lead leg, nice evasion in the corner. Cracks the high right round kick. Deep kick to the face. Scerri catches it, doesn't know what to do. Lets it go. Kim Skinny Johnson just circling off to his right. Jab two there from Scerri.
Well, on paper, Michael, you'd have to say Scerri has the experience and the big occasion fights. Kim Johnson really has only been active in Adelaide, predominantly. The lesser experienced of the two, the younger of the two, but certainly putting some good skills. He's got the height and reach advantage as Johnson. And as I said, promoter of tonight's event, Ethan Shepp, touting big things for Kim Johnson, a local hero.
Nice hook outside thigh kick. Combination work from Jason Scerri. Eats the front kick. Goes in bombing with the right hand again to Scerri. Threads the jab as Johnson counters him. And as Frankie Valli might say, oh, Scerri, baby, end of the first round. As we go to the corners. Don't look at me like that.
We really need to talk about your music.
The Four Seasons take us through and Hammer almost the orbital bone getting caught by the elbow.
Just a tidy inside elbow, in-range elbow, and a very pumped and charged Kim Johnson. Scerri trying to execute what he told us he would in the earlier interview, getting on the inside and trying to smash away and work over the top of the guard of Johnson. That opportunity not coming for him. Instead, Johnson really, I think, starting to work out Scerri's game plan and keeping him at range.
Second round, Jason Scerri and Kim Skinny Johnson from Etsa Park in South Australia, sold out at Knees of Fury 23. Good counter from Kim Johnson. Very fast with that lead hand. Johnson choosing to wear the Praja, the armband around the left bicep. Scerri not wearing any of the amulets that are usually blessed.
The good luck charms. Scerri, of course, he has had some massive fights in these days. He's on a bit of a losing streak, I suppose, with as we said, with 3 losses on the trot.
Scerri is Maltese. Hammer maybe has a rabbit's foot dangling somewhere. You know the Maltese love to eat their rabbits.
But, the Mauler has had some big fights in his day. Obviously, he had that war with John Wayne Parr as well. He stepped in and issued the challenge to JW. Of course, JW a little strong for him, but you still got to give him credit for stepping up against the biggest name in Australian Muay Thai and throwing the challenge down on that jab-out promotion in Penrith.
The dipping body shot off the right hand there from the Mauler. Outside thigh kick from Skinny Johnson. Checks the low kick, does Johnson. Almost walked into that stiff left hand of Jason Scerri. Very good, clean, technical fight with power, this one. It's entertaining our semi-main event.
It is a good entertaining middleweight event, 70-kilo weight division.
The most heated weight division in all of Muay Thai is a beautiful front kick there from Johnson. Jumping knee! And the body shot. Skinny Johnson on the attack, and then does a bit of back treading as Mauler tried to land the big tub-thumping overhand right.
Well, I tell you what, Kim Johnson is working overtime in this one already. Along in the corner there of Kim Johnson, as you mentioned earlier, Michael, the Flinders Uni Gym, one of the most established gyms in Adelaide. It's been around forever and a day.
PhD in pugilism.
Beautiful push kick from Johnson with the jumping knee to back it up.
The masters in Muay Thai.
Scerri rallied back, but it was the rangy technique of Kim Johnson that certainly will give him that second round. He's confident. He's very comfortable in centering. Outside of the ring, Kim Johnson very quiet, very unassuming. But in centering, you know what? It's his office. He looks like he owns it. That's for sure. Very comfortable.
It's almost Marcel Marceau outside the ring. There's nothing silent about Kim Skinny Johnson. We're in the 3rd round. Good popping left hand there from the Mauler. His hands are so fast, Jason Scerri. Snakes on the grapple.
We've seen Scerri just destroy opponents with those great hands, haven't we, Michael?
Claimed a lot of scalps with those ironclad fists. There's the Maltese Mauler, Jason Scerri, who's got the Maltese cross tattooed over his right breast. Carrying on a great tradition of Maltese fighters in Muay Thai. Give it to Anthony Vella.
Just copying a big slapping push kick to the face was the Mauler. Almost disgusted in himself that he'd let it happen to him.
Nice right hand from Johnson. You know what I like about Kim Johnson, Hammer? Fights very well on the back foot, uses his reach to full extension.
And speed and sharpness.
Downward elbow, right hand left, 3, 4, 5, 6 clean shots. Landing for Kim Johnson. How tough. Here's Jason Scerri. Good outside thigh kick from Scerri. Thai music in the background, quickening in pace. Scerri looked to sweep the support leg here. Couldn't do it. Johnson wants to get out of the corner or lock up Scerri and go for the grapple. Good high guard there from Johnson. Catching the punch with the elbow.
He's trading some big shots in that red corner, and Scerri absolutely unloading, but having no luck. The hands not paying dividends for him there. And Kim Johnson just very tight in his defence. There we see Scerri just launching himself forward with the right and then bringing the left through, trying to get Kim Johnson just up against the ropes and nailed. That was that front kick we spoke of. He's disgusted with himself that it got through. I can tell by the look on Scerri's face. That popping left, double popping down to the body, left hook, Beautiful work from Kim Johnson, and that really frustrated is Jason Scerri. He needs not to let the frustration impede his thought process and his game plan. He needs to get back to what he knows, Scerri, get on the ropes and start to look for the big finisher.
Fourth round of 5, our semi-main event. Here's a Fury 23, beautiful front kick in the mouth there from Johnson, whipping high right round kick, looking for the decapitator. And Johnson is starting to land a lot of flush shots now. Elbow again for that left orbital bone. Once more, looking to cross it to the left cheek of Jason Scerri. Sticks up the jab on the back foot. Oh, beautiful right hand. Rocked the head back like an Oral-B commercial.
Well, this is just going to be shattering Sherry's confidence now. He's just getting totally frustrated and trying to find the way in and cut Johnson off.
Overhand elbow, smack bang again to the cheekbone. Jason Scerri taking more strikes than a bowling alley here in the fourth round. Scerri has slowed, and Johnson's precision is just immaculate. Step up knee, crashes it into the midsection.
Well, it's just too fast, too accurate is Kim Johnson. The local boy is putting it together and thrilling this crowd. They're absolutely getting a treat of technique and execution from Kim Johnson, doing the Adelaide scene proud.
And we've already given the champagne call on a night earlier on to Gary Williams. What goes above champagne? This is the caviar performance from Kim Skinny Johnson.
Oh, downward elbow, trying to take the ear off and the forehead.
Going for the Van Gogh technique to lock the ear off Jason Scerri.
You're just gasping at the damage that elbow could do if it lands plumb.
And Hammer, I say the Van Gogh technique because watching Skinny Johnson is like viewing a fine piece of art. Here's an artist in centering with one more round to go.
Just a good lad that's doing a great job in centering with Alan Wong in his corner. Jason lapping in turn with Scerri, and it's a hard night at the office for Scerri tonight. Hard night at the office.
Hard night for you, Hammer, if you don't keep your eyes front and centre.
Beautiful push kick from Johnson, measuring off. Bang, have a look at that. Beautiful round kick, got over the guard, chopped it down, and just angles and angles, more angles than an architect as Kim Johnson here tonight is just working off the side. Good straight line technique as well. He's just absolutely working everything beautifully.
We are ready for the fifth and final round. Kim Johnson is ahead on our unofficial scorecards. It is all for Jason Scerri now to try and pull one of those Maltese rabbits out of the hat.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've got to give props to Ethan Shepp for matching this one. You know, what on paper would look like perhaps, could be a bit of a one-way road for Scerri. The Adelaide guys have backed themselves and are confident in taking on one of the best in New South Wales in Jason Scerri. And I tell you what, they're doing pretty well up to this point.
Good front kick to the face from Johnson. Scerri with the body shots, loops the hook, ties up for the grapple. Johnson out of there, goes back to centre ring. Leg kick from Skinny Johnson. Front kick to the midsection, belly button through the back. Scerri needs to do something. Takes another outside fire kick. He's not checking those shots to the lead leg. Overhand right, have the right idea. But look at Johnson, harder to catch than Osama bin Laden here in the fifth and final.
Tell you what, he's right up there with this 70-kilo weight division, Johnson. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing from this young bloke.
Oh, he almost took his eye out with that one. That was a devastating elbow. Skinny Johnson doing a number here on Jason Scerri. Wrenches the neck. This is just a display and a half from this 70-kilo specimen, Kim Skinny Johnson.
Certainly, he'll be pushing some of these fighters in around the 70-kilo weight division. Potentially down the track could be a good matchup for Soren. Kim Johnson as well.
Two technicians would be great to see. Jason Scerri was electrifying in the early stages of this fight. But the more the fight went on, the more Kim Johnson controlled it. And folks, there is a name to look out for in the future. Kim Skinny Johnson.
Well, certainly one of Adelaide's finest. That is without a doubt after this great performance here tonight. Kim Johnson has to be happy, and he is. As would be Alan Wong. That right elbow just stunned Scerri well and truly. And Johnson with those long limbs of his, they're going to be confounding for any fighter shorter.
Never a doubt about it. Kim Johnson takes it over the mauler, Jason Scerri. Great show of sportsmanship in centering here. And earlier on this evening, the Hammer spoke to the giant, Andre Munier.